90-degree bench position. I bench with my pinky on the ring. Look at my wrist and my elbow. Where are they at? It's pretty much 90 degrees, right? Kind of like a punch. Well, when I come out to this position, and when I come down, my elbows are pointed out to begin with, and when I come down, they rotate in as I'm loading my lats. And right here, I can hold 405 right here, look up and talk to you. Also developed over time that 405 can sit here and I can open my palms and hold it. Okay?
In regards to your guys' grip width, all right, we're not going to say put your finger, that it's best to have your finger here, it's best for here.
It's completely individual.
Yeah. What needs to happen is when the bar is on your chest,
it's 90 degrees.
Yeah, that the bar, your wrist, and your elbow are all in line. All right, that it's not elbow out in front, it's not the wrist outside. All right, that's all in line, and that's going to change based on your individual leverages. All right, and based on where you touch on your chest.
I'm going to show you something, and this actually comes from Jim Windler, and he tools that I ever found for people to understand where they want to bench. Grab the bar, back here over your face, it's going to feel heavy. Down here against the rack, it's going to feel heavy, but from here to here, somewhere in there, there's going to be a point where the bar feels weightless. Okay, I know that my hand position is pinkies on the ring, and I'm going to come straight down. Look, where am I? I'm in a 90-degree position, right? That's because the bar feels weightless right here. So if I can find a position that feels weightless, I'm going to maximize this press point, okay?
My grip is ring fingers on the rings. So think about that for a second. How close relatively our grips are, like close grips, and how much bigger we are than all of you.
Right. So, and the other thing that's important too is so many people have been told to bench a certain way. Like the old school train of thought, Metal Militia came out with the belly benching kind of stuff. West Side diehard, he's trained there for 27 years. A guy you've never heard of because he's not that strong, but he is probably the greatest eyes within that gym. Even greater eyes than Louis. He's the guy who coached Dave Hoff from 14 years old to. But what he told me was, how many of you all rep your bench press like this? When you're doing reps, we go, what am I doing? Right there, right? I'm stopping. How many of you all miss this in your competition? Right there. You're just like dying for that last inch. That's a bench press. Every single rep, you lock out to the maximum. Because from here to here, put your hand on the back of your arm right there, on that lower part, the inside part of your arm, on that lower tricep. What kicks in that last inch? You feel that? So by shortening your lockout and doing those pump reps that give your pecs that good feeling, that little guy right there.
And it was actually an attendee at one of these who gave us the skew. He asked like a leg extension, and now it was like, yes, like a leg extension, that I'm going to kick my foot into the ground that way. All right? So it's like a leg extension, but rather than my leg moving, it makes my body move. All right? And that's going to drive me towards my traps, which makes the high point of my chest rise. All right? And that's what we're trying to do. So I'm set up there, knee below the level of the hip. That leg extension action, high point of my chest rises.
Yeah, leg drive is crucial. So many people just kind of limp leg their benches. If you're not an all-out powerlifter, I can understand, okay, whatever. But to uniformly work the body and to give yourself the least risk of injury, you need to employ some leg drive, even if it's minimal. It's just going to help you out. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to get more weight in your hands, and it's going to keep you safer. So let's start breaking it down. 6 and skinny as a rail. At 18, I had great genetics. I was 6'1", 240 pounds. So you have to give yourself time to outgrow your genetics. Genetics are what you analyze when you're dead, because you have a whole picture to look at. I think, I was 130.